It is Game Day Preview. Vantage Point presented by Verizon. With that, we welcome you inside our studios. Those helmets, they do not scale real life size. Levi's Stadium, the site for Super Bowl 60. Bucky Brooks, Mike Yam with you. Man, we get to hang on another Super Bowl Sunday here.
Oh, man, yeah, this is so fun. I love Super Bowls. I love seeing how people handle the pressure. All of this, fan bases, rabid. It's that close. The confetti's going to fall on somebody, and life is going to be miserable for the loss.
Oh, yeah, and it's a game that win or lose, you never forget when you get an opportunity to play in this game. If I said I'll take the over for you, like 20 hours this week, you talking this game, probably the over?
No, actually, I would say the under. I only had a couple of different shows. Now, they may have been 6 hours in length, but not just a couple.
I was definitely the over. Point is, look, there's been a lot of conversation leading into the biggest game of the year. We go the entire season. This is the culmination of all the hard work for the players, the coaches, their families, and then everyone who covers this game. What's the storyline that hasn't gotten enough?
So I got this friend who said T-Mobile's network used to suck. His words.
But things change. It turns out that now T-Mobile has the best network by like a lot. Hey dude, you won't believe where I am.
Of your attention.
The Patriots are back. I would say the arc, the evil empire is all the way back. We thought they were done. For those of us who had to live through the 2000s and the mass holes as they took over and dominated for those 2 decades with Tom Brady at quarterback, we thought it was over. We thought they were put to bed. But lo and behold, Mike Vrabel has brought them back. This is a team that is a year ahead of schedule. Unfortunately, the evil empire is back in full effect.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, though, about that under-the-radar storyline, and it's a good one? We always say ahead of schedule, but there's nothing guaranteed. Because the reality is we've seen some teams have some spurts. Now, this roster is really talented. They spent over $300 million in this offseason to get primed and ready. But these opportunities, I mean, for Drake May, who could be the the youngest quarterback in Super Bowl history to win this game, like, he's got to be thinking, like, man, like, I got to get this one because no guarantee you're going to get back.
Absolutely. But then here's why I think the Patriots are here in full effect is because Mike Vrabel has done this before. Basically, they've taken all the good from the Bill Belichick era, the do-your-job Patriots, and they've just put a little different spin on it, but they're doing the same things. When I look at this Patriots team, it reminds me of the early part of the Patriots dynasties in the early 2000s when they won 3 out of 4 and they were just getting it done, and Tom Brady was just a game manager, not the game changer. I kind of feel like this. I've seen this movie before. Yeah. I know where we're going.
And we'll find out what the movie's going to look like at the end of tonight. Toughest path for these teams to get to this point. I know people talked about the Patriots regular season. They've obviously had an uptick in terms of the competition in the postseason. Who's got the tougher path to play in this game?
The Seattle Seahawks have been dominant throughout the regular season, so I can't say their path got any tougher. Look, they took on 2 divisional opponents, the Niners and the Rams, but to me, this is about how the Patriots had to knock off these top 5 defenses. When you think about what they did, Chargers, then knocking off the Houston Texans, then going on the road and dealing with the Denver Broncos in a snowstorm. Offensively, it wasn't great, but a young team, a team that people said feasted on cupcakes, found a way to get it done, and now they're here. I think that was a very tough road with a young quarterback and a team of, I would say, cast-offs and misfits. They found a way to get it done, so I was very impressed by their road.
Yeah, look, right now, this roster, and we're going to talk about the top 5 players where both of us get to rank. They don't always let me break out the whiteboard.
Yes.
My handwriting is atrocious, so trust me, I did my best on this one. We will talk about these rosters in its entirety coming up here on Game Day Preview. But with that, we welcome in our very good friend, Steve Wyche, who is stopping by with us. He's been crushing it all week long. Steve, love the suit. Always delivering the A game here. Drake May, look,
our guy.
Our guy. I know. We have a guy. I don't have a guy for much, but I got a guy, and I introduced him to Steve as well. But break this down for me. Drake May, finalist for the MVP. There was an opportunity for him to maybe call himself the best quarterback in the NFL, and yet he's still relatively untested in year number 2. What's his team saying about why he won't fold today?
Told you Best Buy had a great deal.
98-inch Samsung, plus free install.
And we avoid the Dave Cave.
You're in the Dave Cave now! Whoa!
I'm not taking my eyes off this TV.
Shop Best Buy for great prices on extra large Samsung TVs.
We are Any Promo, and we help companies and brands
just like yours with promotional products and custom giveaways. We know how to help you stand out from the crowd. With the largest selection of promotional products, over 30,000 positive reviews, and rock-bottom prices, you can trust us with your next event. So if you're looking to grow your brand, make sales, say thank you, or celebrate an occasion, let any promo help make it special.
Well, I think the relatively untested part goes out the window in the postseason. His numbers are significantly down, and part of that, take into account all three of the Patriots' playoff games were played in 35-degree or colder weather. It's 65 degrees, if not warmer here, and people told me in practice he has looked much better throwing the football, even though he had that shoulder injury. But why things may be better is because when people were talking about this week is the composure, the command of the offense, and the poise. And head coach Mike Vrabel was also talking about the athletic way that he plays the position, and that's going to be huge today because he could be on the move, knowing those gangsters that Seattle has up front on their defensive line, and the accuracy he plays with throwing the ball on the move, that's going to be significant. But more than anything, talking to his teammates, they say his poise and command of the huddle is the hugest thing. Certain situations, receiver, break off your route sooner so I can get the ball to you here against this look we're getting. Ramondre Stevenson, block this linebacker who we know we're blitzing, and I need to get at least a second out of him to get this throw off because it's there. And Stevenson told me that that type of command that he's shown all season long from the first snap to the last one is why they feel he's in a really good spot to play well today.
You know, Steve, another group that needs to be in a really good spot, this Patriots secondary. They're facing the Offensive Player of the Year, Jackson Smith and Jigba. What are they doing to prepare for one of the more dominant playmakers on the perimeter?
Yeah, first off, Bucky, this Patriots secondary feels like they're not getting enough credit. I mean, Carlton Davis at one corner has been Pro Football Focus's top-ranked cornerback since Week 9. And on the other side, you've got the all-everything corner, Christian Gonzalez. And Davis told me because they can play so well in man coverage, in particular press man coverage, it's going to allow them to speed things up front. And also, they don't have to travel Christian Gonzalez to JSN because either one of them can do it if that is the play call, which will allow them to disguise coverages. So in terms of getting cooked or doing anything like that by this offense of the Seattle Seahawks, no fear whatsoever from this Patriots secondary.
Yeah, Steve, the reality is this roster is really, really talented, and there's a reason why they're playing in this Super Bowl. But you hit the nail on the head. I don't think we're talking nearly enough about the Patriots defense. A lot of this conversation focusing in on their quarterback. By the way, my favorite moment of the entire week of our Super Bowl coverage, Baron Davis coming on with me and you, Steve, and him yelling that you're a silver fox. Still one of those things that I am not going to forget. So
yeah, me and BD go way back. He's seen the evolution, my man.
The evolution that all of us have. I wish I didn't, but you wear it really well, Steve. Looking forward to getting you back in studio with me very, very soon. Enjoy the game today, okay? And there he is, Sam Darnold. I made reference to it, a journeyman. 5 teams this dude has played on in his NFL career, and he can call himself a Super Bowl champ if he can get a win today. He spoke with our Kurt Warner.
I know this isn't necessarily the journey that you had planned, but what's it mean to have done it this way?
You never know how it's going to happen, and no one has a magic 8 ball, you know, when you're drafted or even when you're playing Pop Warner. Going through high school and college, like no one knows exactly what their journey is going to look like. I think the biggest thing that I learned along the way is just taking it one day at a time.
What was the most difficult moment since you've been drafted?
I think there were some moments